Hey everyone, little update, I guess you could say, on my on our trip. So we just got back today, this afternoon, and just a short story. Basically, we had this plan years ago to save for Hawaii as our 10-year anniversary. It was an amazing trip what we just did, but we saved for Hawaii. Then inflation hit, and we were looking last year and it was going to be ridiculous prices to go to Hawaii, and we just kind of said, you know what, that's our dream vacation, but we're going to go eventually. I think it's when it's more affordable. Flights were way up. It was ridiculous. Hotel stays were high, even Verbo or any Airbnbs were high, but we are going to go, so it just doesn't have anything to do with anything besides we're minimalists, right? So we're not cheap, but we're also not going to way overpay for a flight as well when we know we can get it a lot cheaper. So we said a few months ago that we were going to go to North Carolina, Outer Banks, all that good stuff, Raleigh, for like 4.5, 5 days. That was our plan until a few weeks ago, and then we had some personal things come up. Excuse me. Not to do with our furnace, if you're following that, but family stuff where we didn't really feel comfortable leaving 4.5, 5 days. So we said, let's scrap that. Excuse me. So we decided to go to Grand Rapids and like the west side of the state for a couple days, and then we just got back today. We left oh my God, what is today? Saturday? Yeah, we left Thursday morning after dropping the kids off. Just stayed for like a little over 2 days, 2.5 days, but it was just amazing. We had great food. We got to go to the beach. It wasn't as warm as we thought it was going to be on Thursday, but that's okay. What else did we do? Oh, we had a massage for our 10-year anniversary, and we actually went to a certain bridge in Grand Rapids and read each other vows all over. So it was kind of that we had written. So that was kind of cool. We needed to be near water. That was our goal, right? So it was a river and it was a nice bridge, but it still works, But one of the biggest things that, on our vacation, that's just kind of goes back to our minimalism, and like we don't really care about spending a bunch of money is, we had a gift to us for a very, very, very nice dinner. We looked at a lot of the nicer restaurants in our area in Grand Rapids, and there was a couple. There would have been like limited menu for what my wife is. She's pretty picky, but what she could have eaten, and because I don't eat like a ton of dairy and a ton of like I don't eat meat and stuff like that. There's other restaurants that was like, we couldn't really agree on anything. I mean, there was a nice restaurant we could have went to that probably would have cost us almost $100, for her to have a glass of wine and both of us have nice meals and me have something to drink, whatever it is. Probably could have been $100, and then tip, whatever, $20, $120. But honestly, we went to a place we chose last minute. We just wanted Italian food last night, and so we went to a place that we were still satisfied with everything, and it all came out to like $50. And then we left, 20% tip. So what was that, $60? Yeah. So $60, just something like right there, how you could save money. And, we didn't intentionally do it or anything. We just said, you know what? This restaurant seems like it'll have a few things that we both like. We got to split some stuff, and really have a fun romantic night on the patio. And then, it was like 40% less than what we planned. And that's just like when it goes back to your budgeting and how crappy this economy is right now in terms of like inflation and everything. Right there, I mean, it wasn't a huge decision, and we saved at least $40, right, if not more. And we still got a good food out of it, and so it's just like making those quick rational decisions, and that's just one day, right? I mean, joining together, getting that sustainable budget set up for you, and like just sitting down being like, well, and getting to the point where like if you're out and about, you'd be like, well, we could go here or we could go here and probably spend $20 less, or yeah, we don't really need coffee, let's make coffee at home today, and we can go out later this weekend and grab something to drink. You know, it's just a few bucks here, a few bucks there, but I mean, that was in one day. I mean, we just made a decision that saved us $40 basically, and that filled up our tank on the way home. There you go, traded it right off, right? So just wanted to hop on. I had a great 10-year anniversary trip still, and we will still go to North Carolina. My wife's never been to the Outer Banks. I have. We will still go to Hawaii. All that is gonna work out, but it's just kind of another video again I want to talk about where you could just save money, but also by making basic decisions, but also that we really went from, you know, what could have been probably at least a $5,000 trip, most likely, down to a trip that might have been half of that, down to a trip that was about half of that actually, all because one, we were saving money and we just didn't want to overspend, but two, certain family circumstances, everything else. But we still had a blast, and it was 2.5 days without kids. And we love our kids, and we're back with them, and they're in a great mood tonight, and everything went well. But just kind of wanted to pop on and kind of give that little story about our weekend. And yeah, hopefully everyone has a good week, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.